So I originally wasn't gonna implement this character, but I saw something in regards to a Sonic promotion in the NCU. The Nickelodeon cartoon universe was promoting the new Sonic movie. It's the new Sonic trailer, and never what I would have imagined Nickelodeon promoting something with Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's bring up the roster. So we're going to discuss Sonic for this game, and just like I did with other different characters for character requests and more, this one I decided to do on my own, just to do a little bit of some ideas, just a little change it up. And I didn't want to make it too identical to Super Smash Bros. Sonic that they have for the game. Of course, the game doesn't have any sort of final smashes or different sort of ultimate techniques. Each character has their own unique moves and capabilities, but they don't have any ultimates. They don't have to get after a smash ball and try to race to try to go after that final smash so they can unleash their ultimate attack or any sort of charge or some kind of charge bar or a meter where they can unlock their final ultimate technique and trigger it and unleash it on the enemy. So once I saw this promotion, it had me thinking, is Sonic part of Nickelodeon now? And it opens the doors for Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl for this game. Not saying it's going to come out this year, but it could in the near future, sometime in the future, he could potentially be a brand new character. And he's in Super Smash Bros, which is understandable, but that doesn't mean that he can't be in this game. He can be changed up. He can have a different version of Sonic. And before I even get started, I have stages. I guess for stages, costumes, taunts, and animations, and his moveset, we're going to get ready to talk about in this video. But the question that I want to pose to everyone out there that's interested in talking about this particular character, which version of Sonic do you think belongs in Nickelodeon's AllStar Brawl? Which version of him do you think would be a good fit? Now, for me, they got the modern Sonic in Super Smash Bros., but let's take it back to the classic Sonic. And me personally, I'm going to select the classic Sonic to be in this game. And just seeing the way he looks, the classic version of Sonic, and just going, I want to reference the Sonic Generations game. See how he looks graphically? Not saying the old school Sonic from the classic games from the Sega Genesis and all, but why not have the potential the graphical look of Sonic the Hedgehog from Sonic Generations? If you guys played that game before, I like the look of that classic Sonic to be added into Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl. So I'm going to select him for that particular version to be in this game. And you see him in this little picture. I know it's probably going to take a while. It's probably not going to be easy. And maybe it's impossible. Who knows? But you guys can discuss it in the comments and let me know what you guys think. But just to start with my idea, I think classic Sonic, just like I mentioned, would be a better fit for this game. They can get Sonic Boom. They can get the movie version of Sonic if they can, since they were already, considering the fact that they were promoting the movie, the brand new trailer for the upcoming movie for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for April. They can get that version of Sonic in this game if they want to, but I think the classic would be a good fit. But let's get started with some of my ideas. We're just going to keep it on the screen here so everybody can see all the characters in the game that they added. And just a little quick recap. We have 2 DLC characters that are free. We had Garfield in December, and this past February, we had Shredder from the Ninja Turtles series. The iconic villain who's always hunting down the Ninja Turtles, trying to shut them down and destroy them. So, if Sonic is in this game, he's definitely going to be paid DLC. There's no way he's going to be free. But let's start with my ideas for stages that I came up with. They did have Green Hill Zone in Super Smash Bros., so I thought they can bring it back and change it up. They can have a different variation of Green Hill Zone for the classic Sonic to fit him in the DLC bundle all into one. But it's not just that stage. I came up with other stages and another personal pick that I really like, Marvel Zone from the Sonic series. And then I went as far as just talking about and just thinking about other games like Sonic Adventure. I'm going to reference with his moveset as well. I selected Station Square, but maybe that's too big. Maybe that's too big of a stage to be added into this game. I don't know how they will really put that together, but I definitely think it should be one of those classic levels for the game for Sonic. Either Green Hill Zone, another different variation, just a different version of the zone. or maybe Marble Zone, or maybe some of those other classic levels that people like. And then for my last stage, I selected Angel Island. They can have Angel Island into this game. I think that'll really be amazing. And not even just with the stage, they can have, it's different stages in this game have different characters in the background. Like say, see for the Avatar series, for example, they have Appa in the background flying around, and then they have from Hey Arnold's stage, from the Traffic Jam for Helga, they have all those other Hey Arnold characters lurking in the background. And from Rugrats stage, Susie is just drowning into the quicksand. Angelica's toy, you see what I'm saying? So they can have that as a unique background with the Master Emerald just at the top of the staircase. And that can be a cool little level. I think that'll be one of the best levels. It's that if they can't get Green Hill Zone, they can just be different and take Angel Island and implement it into this game for a potential stage to come out and release with classic Sonic for this game, or Sonic the Hedgehog generally for this. So those are the stages that I came up with that I think will be ideal. But just again, Station Square would probably be way too big for Sonic Adventure. But just definitely those classic stages and iconic levels, people I think will really like with this game. Now, alternate costumes, it can be debated. You see how Super Smash Bros. They changed the color of his shoes. He had different rings. The rings around his wrist would match the shoe color. And he would be a little bit darker for his skin for a hedgehog. But for me, this was the first little idea that I came up with for his, for just imagining how he can, his costumes could change. He can change the colors of his shoes. He doesn't even have to have those rings around his wrist that he has in Smash Bros. Just change the color of his shoes. But I came up with this additional idea. Maybe the player can be able to switch between the classic Sonic, who's going to be out, which I think would be better for this game, the classic and modern Sonic. I don't know how they'll be able to do that. I don't know how you guys feel about that. See, just going back to Sonic Generations, you could play as both the classic and modern Sonic in individual levels that they specialize in, and you could not play with the other Hedgehog. You were forced to play as that different Hedgehog from modern to classic to try to complete the stage to advance. So maybe this would probably be cool for them to add. They can do classic and modern skin variations, or maybe they can do the movie, since they were advertising it, maybe they can do the movie version of Sonic, and then change it up and make it a little bit classic to give them a little old school look, maybe. And between those different versions, maybe that modern Sonic could be a paid DLC skin that players can purchase upon their interest. So I thought that would be pretty cool. And then if they can't do the skin variations for alternate costumes, they can come out with the Super Sonic Classic. Super Sonic can be a skin for him. Almost like he looking like a Super Saiyan or something. But just like the classic Sonic also had Super Sonic as well. So that can probably be a cool little iconic skin. Since they don't have any ultimate attacks in this game, that can just be a paid DLC skin that I think a lot of people will buy. Super Sonic, it's Sonic, of course. So people are going to really get interested in buying the Super Sonic. So it'd be an iconic skin for him to rock. And you can switch between classic Sonic and the Super Sonic right off the bat on the screen for a little alternate costume. So those are the costumes. We talked about the stages. So now the taunts. And some kind of it's a missing feature that's coming out soon, I think later on this year, that they mentioned, voice lines. Voice lines will be added for individual characters, for those voice actors who could play Sonic in this game. What do you guys think? Who should play Sonic for this game? And he talks already, obviously, in Super Smash Bros. Well, who's going to play those lines? What is he going to say if they have voice lines? But classic Sonic doesn't talk. So he's going to be pretty silent, but just some iconic quotes. He says, "You're too slow," just from the game. That's from Smash Bros. Already. He could say it again in this, but they can change it up and give him some different quotes. And since I selected classic Sonic, let's scrap the voice lines and let's put in that finger wagging iconic animation that he does. That could be a quick, awesome taunt that the player can do, and even without his voice lines. he can do that as a little taunt in the game. And then the winning animation, the iconic pose he does when he completes a level from the classic games. Strikes a little pose, and then he can do that sound effect. It sounds like the ring thing. That'll be something amazing to see implemented, even without a voice line. Even without the voice lines, he can still do taunts and some really dope animations in this game. And just another kind of quote, just from the voice lines. He said, "Sonic's the name, Speed's my game." But that's taken all the way from Smash Bros. They can change it. They can change it up. He doesn't really have to talk, but if the voice lines, he's probably not going to be able to talk in this case. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I definitely think that finger wagging iconic taunt and emote that he does from the video games really belongs in this and will be a perfect fit for him. Those are the taunts, those are the winning animations or animations I could come up with for him. But now, just to wrap up, we're going to talk and get into the moveset. So see all these characters? If Sonic gets into it, doesn't matter which version of Sonic gets in here, he's going to be the fastest character in the game, right off the bat. And when they develop him, the player's going to have to try to have good player control because he can run off the stage, he move too fast, like some other characters just to reference pretty quickly. Captain Falcon's pretty fast, he runs fast off the stage. Fox and Sonic are some of the fastest characters from Smash Bros. So they're going to have to try to match that speed so the player can be able to control him, to actually be able to control him on the field, so they won't be moving too fast and run off the stage and make a mistake, which is pretty common for a character like Sonic, being a super fast Hedgehog. So let's get into the moveset that I came up with. And some of these are iconic Sonic moves from his movies, from the games themselves. They're iconic, they're classic, they're signature moves. And this is one of them, the homing attack. So Sonic can get into the air. It can almost be something similar to how his moveset is already in the Smash games, but they can always change it up. Sonic gets in the air with the homing attack, and he gets near an enemy, and they can have the green reticle highlight, so he can lock onto the enemy and just be able to ready his homing attack, and he can just zoom in and just strike him right off the bat. So that's just one of his moves that I came up with. The spin dash, where Sonic can blast forward with a chargeable spin attack from a stationary position, but the player can either charge it in full to go maybe potentially full screen for a full screen spin dash attack, or the player can do a quick release when they're almost directly in front of it and not very far, well, very close, and be able to unleash it a little bit quicker instead of just having to charge it up all the way. Because while you're charging, the player's going to already try to attack you and cancel the charging mechanic, and you have to start all over again. But you can do a quick release to get a little quick offense in, and then to knock them back a little bit, and then you'll have another second or two or more to charge up the spin dash attack to go a little bit quicker, and then for extra damage. So the more you charge it, the stronger it can be. And then a quick release, it won't be as strong, but it'll be really fast in comparison to the charging spin dash attack. The bounce jump, I was thinking of Sonic Adventure, the Sonic Adventure series, where he can bounce off the ground from curling into a ball, and then he can spin straight down, and he can slam on the enemy. So this can be a little mid-air attack that people really like to see. This is iconic. It's a bounce jump, and he did it from just unlocking the different items of Sonic Adventure as well. But he can do it without it. He doesn't need all that, the special items. It can be a part of his offense, and it's just another iconic move that he does in the games. See, and just back to the Sonic Adventure series, the Fire Somersault, he can probably have that, but you needed that flame ring to do it. See, he doesn't have to have that particular item in this game. He can just do a regular somersault if it's not the Fire Somersault. So I'll put them both all into one as a potential running attack that could reference the Sonic Adventure series. It doesn't even have to have that flame aura the flame aura or the flaming animation. It doesn't need that. They can just do like a regular somersault attack that he can do as well, just on the ground. I came up with the light speed dash, which is another area attack that I implemented for his moveset. It's a quick area attack, so you can be able to launch the enemy in midair. So he catch you. So when he catches in air, he's just charge at you, or just that sound for his light speed dash to attack. So, and then his recovery move could be almost similar to the same bounce pad that he does in the Smash games, where he bounces off of the spring and he goes upward into the air to try to make it back onto the stage. But they can just instead of putting the bounce pad, they can put spring. It's a bounce pad or a spring that Sonic can use to bounce right back up to get back onto the stage. But see how I'm noticing the moveset that I came up with? They're all iconic Sonic moves that he can do. And of course, he'll be able to punch and use his kicks for a little bit of light attacks. But those are iconic moves that I think Sonic can have in this game if he ever comes out. So, I mean, it could potentially be possible. Never know what's going to happen. But again, he's probably not going to come out this year, but it can be something that they can really get access to. And it just really, I think he'll be a cool little character that people can buy and get into. He's not, even though he's not, whether or not he's Nickelodeon, it's another third-party character that can probably be a good fit and bring some popularity, even more popularity and sales to the game. And people who are Sonic fans will probably want to buy this game, who probably play Super Smash Bros. Or probably want to make the move. The game's supposed to be getting crossplay, so there's going to be more people being able to play with each other. And then with the voice lines, he can also have his little voice lines, whether or not it's classic or modern Sonic. But I just think classic Sonic is definitely a good fit for this game, for Nickelodeon, so he looks a little bit different and he's not so identical to the version that they have for Super Smash Bros. So let me know what you guys think of these ideas for him, the stages, and I think it could be debated to see which kind of Sonic can belong in this game, who's going to be able to make it, and they can probably get other Sonic characters like Tails and Knuckles that can be in the game. And just with the stages, Angel Island, Green Hill Zone, it doesn't have to be the same stages that they have. There's so many other iconic, amazing, classic stages that they can pull from the classic Sonic games to be added. But I just think he's a good pick, and you never know. They could potentially end up getting Sonic added into this game. But let me know what you guys think of these ideas, and maybe if it's possible for him to get in, and maybe which kind of Sonic you would prefer to see and play in this game for Nickelodeon AllStar Brawl.